Hello, and welcome to my presentation on Sweatshop labor in Jordan. My name is Maria Amelia Mackler, and this is for Anthropology 301 and based on my paper 2. Exploited labor, more than what meets the eye. I coined the famous quote, "Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain," at the beginning of my essay to explain the dismissal that many multi-corporations had based on exploitive labor around the world, especially in Central, South America, as well as Asia and the Middle East. To the left, you have an Asian labor factory with the "just do it" quote, with the coverage of like duct tape on these individuals when the usage of "just do it" is in a different connotation to do the work and not speak. To the right, there is a comic showing a larger businessman devouring the proportions and proposits and profits from this individual who's working hard to feed this corporation. And this is child labor, especially. But the labor that I want to talk about is exploitative sweatshop labor in Jordan, which entails any individual that is willing to work for the little that they get. Jordan is a country to the right of Israel, Middle Eastern country. And you must think, why would the US or other big powers choose a country like Jordan to have a sweatshop in? And this is because of the higher poverty rates due to public debt and the slow growing economy that it has, unlike the US and other larger powers that are highly developed and continue to grow. Since Jordan is of a smaller market, exploiting individuals from this country is towards the benefit of many powers because of the less money spent on gaining products being made by these individuals, which is a sad reality because it's the price to pay to survive in many of these third world impoverished nations like Jordan. In this photograph, you see a businessman straining or releasing what would be water with a towel, but it's an individual with coins. So exploitation itself is gaining profits from an unethical point of view, and that is what's happening in Jordan. I used one of the terms anthropological theories called historical particularism, coined by Franz Boas, which is, quote, "Each culture represents a unique representation of its history and context," unquote. I use this to show that the reason of this underdeveloped economy is the very essence of their demise or the exploitive usage of their country because of the lack of profits or tourism or booming economy in comparison to the US and other larger powers. Structural violence is another quote I used, or global process, because it includes not only social exclusion, but the oppression and lack of agency many of these countries have. So in Jordan, because of their need to survive and the need to work, those that are oppressed can't speak out, although in large numbers, because of their want to survive, which is very ethically challenging for themselves, but very unethical on the level of big corporations. Capital is another driving force that many corporations strive for. They want to be known and to get a cheaper price on the production of their products, such as Walmart and Target producing cheaper products through labor in Jordan than they would in the US because of the smaller pay they need to pay for the individuals who work there. Very unethical, but that is how it is. And this can be seen not only during industrialization, but all the way back to colonization, and even before then, where the exploitation of labor and services because of the hierarchy is very prominent. Like I said, same thing, different fonts. Thank you for watching, and this was just a short recap on my paper 2. These are my